The Cosmic Journey, from Stardust to Self-Awareness. Let us begin by reflecting on the remarkable journey we have explored together. In the first lecture, we examined the hidden network structures of the universe, from the neurons of the brain to the galaxies of the cosmic web. In the second lecture, we explored how the human brain represents a remarkable stage in the universe's evolution, a structure through which the cosmos becomes capable of awareness. In the third lecture, we examined the possibility that through meditation and quiet awareness, the mind can discover a deeper field of consciousness beyond the constant movement of thoughts. Today, we bring these ideas together in a final reflection on one of the most extraordinary stories ever told, the story of the universe itself. It is a story that begins nearly 14 billion years ago. At that time, the universe existed in an extremely hot and dense state. Matter and energy were compressed into a tiny region of space, far smaller than anything we can easily imagine. Then, in a dramatic event that scientists call the Big Bang, space itself began expanding. As the universe expanded, it also cooled. In the earliest moments, only the most fundamental particles existed: quarks, electrons, and photons moving within an extremely energetic environment. Within the first few minutes, these particles combined to form the simplest atomic nuclei, hydrogen and helium. For hundreds of millions of years, the universe remained relatively simple. Vast clouds of hydrogen gas slowly gathered under the influence of gravity. Eventually, gravity pulled these clouds together strongly enough to ignite the first stars. Inside the cores of these early stars, something remarkable began to happen. Nuclear fusion transformed hydrogen into heavier elements. Carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, silicon, and iron were gradually produced within stellar furnaces. These elements are the building blocks of life. When massive stars reached the end of their lives, they exploded as supernovae, scattering these newly formed elements across space. Over time, this cosmic material became incorporated into new generations of stars and planets. Among those countless planetary systems, one small world formed around an ordinary star in a quiet region of the Milky Way galaxy. That world is our home, Earth. On the early Earth, chemical reactions gradually became more complex. Molecules combined to form structures capable of self-replication. From these processes, life emerged. The earliest living organisms were simple single-celled creatures. Yet through the process of biological evolution, these organisms gradually developed greater complexity. Over millions of years, new forms of life appeared. Multicellular organisms evolved. Plants and animals diversified. Eventually, nervous systems emerged. Nervous systems allowed organisms to process information about their environment. They enabled creatures to sense danger, find food, and coordinate movement. As evolution continued, nervous systems became increasingly sophisticated. In certain species, these systems developed into highly complex brains capable of learning and memory. The human brain represents one of the most intricate structures produced by this long evolutionary process. With its approximately 86 billion neurons and trillions of connections, it is capable of astonishing feats of perception, creativity, and reasoning. But perhaps the most extraordinary feature of the human brain is its ability to reflect upon its own existence. Through the human mind, the universe has developed a way to ask questions about itself. Where did we come from? What is the nature of reality? What is consciousness? These questions reveal a remarkable characteristic of the human species: curiosity. Curiosity drives exploration. It motivates scientific discovery and philosophical reflection. Through curiosity, humanity has built telescopes capable of observing galaxies billions of light years away. Through scientific investigation, we have uncovered the laws that govern matter and energy. Yet curiosity can also be directed inward. When we examine our own experience, we discover that consciousness is not a simple phenomenon. Thoughts arise and disappear, emotions shift from moment to moment, sensations come and go. Yet throughout these changes, something remains constant, the simple awareness that experiences them. This awareness is the foundation of our conscious life. Meditative traditions across many cultures have developed methods for exploring this awareness more deeply. These practices often involve quieting the mind and focusing attention on the present moment. When attention becomes steady, the mind gradually becomes calmer. The constant stream of thoughts begins to slow. As mental noise decreases, awareness becomes clearer. People who practice meditation often report experiencing a profound sense of presence. Instead of being lost in memories of the past or worries about the future, they become fully attentive to the present moment. In this state, perception may become more vivid. Sounds, colors, and sensations may appear more immediate and alive. From a scientific perspective, meditation influences neural networks within the brain. Regions involved in attention and emotional regulation become more active and coordinated. At the same time, networks associated with self-referential thinking may become less dominant. These changes can lead to greater psychological balance and resilience. But meditation also invites a deeper philosophical reflection. If the brain is a network through which the universe becomes aware of itself, then cultivating awareness may represent a continuation of the cosmic evolutionary process. The universe began as simple energy. Over billions of years, it formed atoms, stars, planets, and living organisms. Eventually, it produced minds capable of reflection and self-awareness. Through meditation, those minds learn to observe their own processes. They become capable not only of thinking, but also of observing thought itself. This capacity for meta-awareness, awareness of awareness, may represent one of the most sophisticated developments in the evolution of consciousness. In moments of deep stillness, the usual boundaries of the self may soften. Instead of feeling separate from the world, one may experience a sense of connection with the surrounding environment. This experience does not require any mystical belief. It arises naturally when the mind becomes quiet enough to perceive reality without the constant overlay of conceptual interpretation. When we look at the night sky, we see stars that formed billions of years ago. Those stars created the elements that now form our bodies. In a very real sense, we are made of stardust. The atoms in our brains were once part of ancient stars. Over immense stretches of time, the universe transformed that stardust into living organisms capable of awareness. This realization can inspire a profound sense of wonder. The universe has spent nearly 14 billion years evolving structures capable of consciousness. And now, through human beings, it has developed the ability to reflect upon its own origins. When we contemplate the cosmos, we participate in this remarkable process. Every scientific discovery expands the universe's understanding of itself. Both journeys reveal the same truth, that we are part of a vast and evolving universe. From stardust to self-awareness, the cosmic journey continues through us. And perhaps the most extraordinary realization of all is this: the universe that gave birth to galaxies, stars, and planets has also given birth to consciousness. Through our thoughts, our curiosity, and our awareness, the universe is gradually learning to understand itself. Each of us, in our own small way, participates in this grand unfolding story. The journey from stardust to self-awareness is not only the history of the universe, it is also the story of who we are. Founder, Holistic Wellness Foundation. IMFAL, Healing Beyond Boundaries.